full of liquor, then we dive in it. Pull him to the side, let me slide in it.
Alright, SmackDown for February 7th. Jey Uso cut a promo with Cody Rhodes at the beginning of the show, and the Bloodline 2.0 came out and interrupted. A fight ensued, but Jey Uso and Cody repelled them. Following that, Bianca Belair versus Piper Niven in an Elimination Chamber qualifier match. Bianca Belair won that. Then DIY cut a promo and was interrupted by Pretty Deadly, and that turned into a match, which Pretty Deadly won. It was a non-title match, but since Pretty Deadly won, now they get a title shot. Drew McIntyre came out to cut a promo and was interrupted by Jimmy Uso, who was also interrupted by LA Knight, which pretty much turned into a Elimination Chamber qualifier match itself, which Drew McIntyre won. Following that, Akira Tozawa from the Alpha Academy took on Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes won. Following that was another R-Truth sighting. He had Tozawa and he dropped him on the ground, and then later on he said Tozawa peed on himself. I think that's what it sounded like he said.
He did say that.
Charlotte Flair cut a promo, interrupted by Tiffy Time, who was interrupted by Nia Jax, who was interrupted by Alexa Bliss, because she had a match coming up against Nia's friend Candice LeRae, which was an Elimination Chamber qualifier match. Alexa Bliss won. And then we had the Bloodline 2.0 versus Cody and Jey Uso. At the end of the show, Cody and Jey won, but Cody was attacked by Solo Sikoa and given the spike. That was SmackDown. Following that, we had, Raw for Monday, February the 10th. The show opened with Jey Uso cutting a promo to face Gunther at WrestleMania after Gunther attacked him earlier backstage, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
During his opening, we had the match of Io Sky and Dakota Kai versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Io Sky and Dakota Kai won that one. Then we had Bayley versus Lyra Valkyria. Bayley won her match. Following that, we had a reintroduction of AJ Styles into the Raw fold, setting up a match with him and Dum Dum Mysterio after being attacked by them. Then we had the Creed brothers of American Made versus the War Raiders, which was supposed to have been a tag team championship match, but ended up in a DQ because of outside interference, and the War Raiders retained their belt. Then we have the main event, Logan Paul versus Rey Mysterio. Logan Paul won the match, and then out of nowhere, the New Day come in and they jumped Rey Mysterio to solidify their bad guy role, I guess. And that was Raw.
I don't think the New Day was trying to solidify their bad guy persona. I think it's more of like them pushing that they already hate Rey Mysterio. Because they've been trying to push that storyline.
Same diff.
Wrestler of the Week.
I have none for this week.
Yeah, things seem to be a bit slow for Chris Chamber. But I kind of realized something when I was watching TikTok, because Somebody made a really good point about how they're not gonna have Roman. They're faking Roman's injuries so he doesn't have to lose to a pinfall at Elimination Chambers. And
Okay.
it would make sense because him losing at Elimination Chambers by pinfall seems a little anticlimactic for him, honestly. And since they're trying to push him as like he's bigger than thou, they really wouldn't want that. Um, Rhea Ripley.
I was gonna say I take that back. I do have a wrestler of the week, but it could wait till after you finish.
Oh, I was gonna say Rhea Ripley with how she's been acting with her championship, how she's giving more and more girls a chance to come at it. Because it feels like she feels a little remorseful for how she used to act with the Judgment Day. Because if you saw how
So you said she's trying to make up for it?
Yeah, because the way she looked at EO Sky after what happened about a week ago, she looked really sad. Like she's actually been trying to redeem herself. And like build a relationship with the other girls on the roster. So
I could see that.
I feel like it's a good storyline because we all saw how they were with the girls at War Games. So that was really good to watch. So her building a friendship with other girls since she doesn't really have much company since Priest left and they haven't been showing her with Jay. I appreciate that. Wrestler of the week.
Okay, my wrestler of the week. You're not familiar with him yet, but he's coming to WWE. His name is Ricky Starks. He used to be on AEW, and I can't wait to see him on there. I hope they don't have to change his name because they copyrighted a whole bunch of new names, and I hope one of them is not for him because I've seen the names and they're horrible. Or at least they don't fit him. I hope he just keeps his name he didn't already established.
I mean, you
But
never
he's a
know.
great wrestler.
I can't wait for them to bring what's her name out fully. They only showed her at oh no, that what is the last pay-per-view that just happened?
The Rumble.
Yeah. They showed her at the Rumble, but they haven't shown her since, so I'm kind of questioning where she is right now. The girl we were talking about.
What, the one from Impact Wrestling?
The ex-bodybuilder?
Yeah. Oh, they're sitting on her for the moment because they're building up all this stuff for WrestleMania, so there's no sense in.
Because I want to see her, but they've only used her once. So it's like...
That was just to introduce her, and they're not going to use her until all the WrestleMania business is over with. There's no sense in pulling her out, and she doesn't have a program in the WrestleMania.
That's real. Jey Uso coming after Gunther after what happened. I feel like that was stupid on Jay's part, but I feel like they're gonna have him win. Because they're pushing for him to have an actual title reign since they keep snubbing him like that.
Right.
So it's only a matter of time of when he wins this. Logan Paul being everywhere as of lately, I feel like he's gonna be coming back for full throttle for his whatever he's supposed to be. Because I remember in one of the interviews when I watched the wrestlers, he was saying how he wanted to be like a workhorse like John Cena used to be. So I'm imagining that he's gonna try to be like that. But also, the Judgment Day, did you see how Finn Balor was acting?
I I didn't see the show at all.
Oh yeah, you didn't. Okay. So the main thing was he was saying me a lot, and but he kept saying I'm doing this for the family, but I need to win this. I need to prove myself. And it's like, you're not doing this for the family, you're doing this for your own ego, which is, I feel like that's bringing in more and more that he is gone insane for his own ego trip. And it's a matter of time of when they all fall apart.
Cause I don't want the simple life. It's the fine things I like. I want my champagne all night with you.